Hi guys, today I want to talk to you guys about how I transform my face by balancing my hormones. A lot of people thought that I had plastic surgery, buccal fat removal, BOTOX, whatever. I wish I could afford that. I mean, no, I would never do that. But that's probably one of the best compliments I've ever had, so thank you. I'm going to talk to you about all of the tools, all of the things that I learned that have helped me really depuff my face, bring in more definition to my facial features, and also all of the tricks that I've learned as a model. I'll be telling you everything. I had a hormonal imbalance. I have PCOS and hypothyroidism, and when I took this picture, it was when it got really bad. I was not taking any supplements for it. I was just loosely taking a probiotic and a multivitamin like everybody else. I had no knowledge about supplements. I had no idea what I was doing. I would go get an annual visit with my doctor, and that was it. So if you feel like your face is very swollen, puffy, you kind of have like a moon face, that's a characteristic of hypothyroidism, of PCOS, I really urge you to go get lab testing, to find a doctor that knows about this condition, because trust me, I went to many doctors who they knew the term, but they didn't know anything about it. So find a doctor in your area that knows what he's talking about and see if you have to address a thyroid issue, if you have PCOS, if you have any nutrient deficiencies, etc., because that will make it 10 times easier. I forgot to add that once you know what the deficiency is, what the imbalance is, if you have PCOS, hypothyroidism, imbalance of cortisol, etc., this is where you should make a plan with your doctor to see if you want to take supplements or take medication. I chose to take a natural route, and what I take is my hormone balancing drink. This is really what has transformed my life, helped me come off all medication, because I used to be on birth control, SPIROLACTONE, so many medications throughout my life, trying to manage these symptoms before I even knew I had PCOS. And even though I went on supplements and I chose to take a natural route, don't ever feel ashamed for having to take medication, because I was on medication all of my teenage years. It is totally fine, because let's be honest, going the natural route is expensive. Having to try out so many supplements and what works for you, it can be very time consuming. So if you're very busy, you have to take care of kids, or you have a very busy job, whatever your situation is, if medication is the best choice for you, do it. Again, I don't want you guys to ever feel bad. I know I preach about like natural solutions, but that time will come for you guys if it ever does. And that's something that I genuinely despise about the wellness industry. Supplements are very overwhelming. They're not regulated. They're very expensive. Don't worry guys, because I'm gonna change this. It's my dream and it's my goal in life to bring you guys these solutions and simplify everything for y'all, because I went through it. It's not fair, and thanks to you guys, I now have a platform where we can start to make a change, because we need it. We need it. But yeah, that's step one. It's finding the root cause and making a plan to treat it. So once you address your diagnosis, your deficiencies, or if your lab tests are all great, then we go into addressing the lymphatic system. And there's a lot of videos out there that teach you how to do lymphatic drainage massages. I have a short one on TikTok. I'll link it in the description. The lymphatic system moves all of the toxins out of your body. It protects you. It's part of your immune health, your immune system. And when your lymphatic system gets congested, you retain water. Toxins are not flowing out like they should be. You're retaining toxins, and it's not good for you. So even if you feel healthy or not, working on your lymphatic system is one of the best things you can do for your self-care. And there's many ways to do it. Truthfully, all you have to do is move your body, because when you stretch your fascia, when you move your body, the lymphatic system starts to flow. And so if you just start to stretch with intention, you'll notice a difference. That's why sometimes when you work out, you might feel less puffy afterwards. You sweat it out, but you also moved your body, and your lymphatic system has been cleared. Another way of doing this is getting a rebounder, getting a little trampoline and jumping. Dry brushing is a phenomenal way to get blood flow in your skin and again, stimulate the lymphatic fluid. And lastly, when it comes to the face, when you work on your lymphatic system, you have to work on a part of the body, not just the head. From the chest to the neck, to the head, to the scalp, to the back of your neck, and to your shoulders. Treating all of this area, you're gonna see a very big difference. I love gua sha. I had a gua sha tool. I still have many face tools that help me really tighten and tone my face with a microcurrent device. I think they're phenomenal. They'll definitely help you keep your face toned and keep the muscle tone there. But when it comes to the depuffing, you want to treat the whole top of your body, if that makes sense. You won't get that great result you want if you only do the face. You have to do it all. So I hope I explained that well. Next up is I stopped doing high intensity exercises and I switched to low impact workouts. One of the reasons why I was super puffy, in my puffiest days, was when I was the most stressed. And doing high intensity interval training, running, or doing anything that would elevate my heart rate really high or really challenge me, it would add excess stress to my body that at that point in time, I could not handle it. Of course, you can do HIIT as a woman. The studies are there. It's really good for us. It's really good for our health. But I think I speak for a lot of women that when they're going through a really tough time with their health, toning down the exercises is very beneficial. And guys, I used to run on the treadmill and then do weights and had a whole routine done by a personal trainer. And the moment I stopped doing that and I started just going on mental health walks and started just to stretch my body, I have never looked better. I have never felt better. And my emotions, my personal relationships were incredible. But if you love your exercise classes, if you love your Berries boot camp and it's like a ritual with you to go with your friends, or you just love it for yourself, you can still do it. But you just have to properly fuel for it and take the proper time to rest and repair. So I did low impact workouts during this time where I was really trying to de-stress my body, really let it rest, let it repair. And at the same time, since I had more time, since I was not going to the gym and going to classes, this is where I went into meditative work. I really took a deep dive into breath work and nervous system regulation. And I think that nowadays, pretty much all of us have a dysregulated nervous system. I felt like I was always on fight or flight mode for no reason. So through journaling, stimulating my vagus nerve, a lot of things that brought me a lot of joy, peace, and calm, I was able to work on my nervous system to really reduce a lot of anxiety, improve my sleep by doing so. And sleeping better, again, you repair when you sleep, therefore everything was improving. You'll see everything is connected. Another thing is my diet. A lot of people can swell up when they have a lot of added salt. I know after I have a lot of soy sauce or meals outside, I will of course get puffy. I'm actually a little bit puffy right now because I've been eating out more than I wanted to. But when you eat outside, there's a lot of excess sodium in all of the food because food is gonna taste better when there's seasoning, when there's extra salt. But what that does is it makes you retain water. And at the same time, when I was trying to balance my hormones, still to this day, I adopted a low glycemic index diet. All you do is you switch out a white potato to a sweet potato, and it's just a simple carb to a complex carb. And by doing so, you provide a steadier glucose balance, which benefits every system of your body. And one of the best ways for me to stick to this diet was to eat at home. And by cooking almost all of my meals at home, there was of course an immediate change in my health, and of course I was not having the high amounts of salt that I was having elsewhere. And no, that doesn't mean that I don't eat out. I literally ate out for the past 3 meals. And when I eat out and I have very high sodium foods and I have a little bit of puffiness going on, could also be allergies. I go back to the basics, I move my body, but this is a time when I will take a natural diuretic in a form of a tea. I will have hibiscus, I will have chamomile tea, and I'll have 1 to 2 cups a day. until I feel better. And now lastly, it's a sauna. I have a sauna mat because I thought it was much more affordable than paying every time to go to a sauna center. And in COVID, all of the saunas were closed, so I got this mat. I really love it. It helps me, again, detox, sweat out any of the toxins. It's also really good for your skin. And I use it when I really feel congested and when I feel like nothing is helping. I'll definitely go and hop into my sauna mat and sweat it out. You could also do this by taking a hot bath, or if you're in a warmer climate, go for a walk in the heat, sweat it out. And yeah, to be completely honest, those are all of the things I did. Basic summary is I balanced my hormones, I improved my diet, I started to cook at home, lymphatic drainage, movement, and patience. Because this didn't happen overnight. It certainly took at least 3 months for me to see a change, and then 6 months to see a real transformation. And now 1 year later, I don't have to do all of these things every single day, which is one of the questions a lot of people would ask me, how many times a day to do this? How many times do I have to do the lymphatic massage? And really it's just do it daily. It takes 10 minutes of your day until you see a notable difference, and then you could start tapering it off. Now I do it every 2 to 3 days, because as you stimulate your lymphatic system, as you move it along, you're training it to move better. And I know it's annoying, and when you come home from work and you're tired and exhausted, the last thing you want to do is something new. I'm gonna link the video in my description. Check it out, try it out, let me know how you feel, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.